Yes, you heard that title correctly. Zombie guns are here, they're scary, and they're coming for your brains. That's of course what Washington, D.C. is saying anyhow. Presumably they're all safe up there because, brains are hard to come by in D.C. But yeah, of course, you know how this stuff works. First, they had to create the term assault weapon to, freak people out about perfectly legal, NFA-compliant, semi-automatic firearms. But when that stopped working, they had to start naming things after horror movie monsters. First, it was the spooky ghost guns.
This is a ghost gun.
This is a ghost gun.
It's known as a ghost gun.
But now that's not scaring people anymore, so they had to come up with a brand new term. Ladies and gentlemen, zombie guns. That's right, Democrat members of Congress have introduced new legislation called the Destroy Zombie Guns Act. So what the fuck is a zombie gun and what would this bill do? Whatever dumb thing you think a zombie gun might be, it's even dumber than that. It's also appropriate that I'm talking about zombie guns today because of how much I look like a zombie with my fucking skin peeling after range day. Jesus Christ. Thankfully it's a little better now, it was worse earlier. But yes, we did just have another one of our big creator range days, hosted by Demolition Ranch, Donut Operator, and myself out at the new Desperado Resort. It was an awesome time, and thank you to all the creators who came out and made it awesome. And if you'd like to go to the next one, don't worry, there is a way. From now until April 5th, every $5 donated to my congressional campaign is an entry to win a free trip for you and a +1 to come to the next one and shoot machine guns with me and some of your favorite creators. The link for that is in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's get somebody in Congress who actually knows what the hell they're talking about when it comes to firearms. While I've got a second to it, I'd also like to quickly thank our sponsor, American Hartford Gold. They help individuals and families invest in precious metals, which includes physical delivery to your doorstep or inside of a retirement account, like a 401k. They have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews. So if you'd like to diversify your investment portfolio or just buy some gold, check them out. You can use the links in the description and the pinned comment, or you can text Brandon to 65532. We appreciate them for sponsoring the video. Now back to the content. So without further ado, let's dig into the bill. The Destroy Zombie Guns Act was introduced by Congressman Gabe Amo, Congressman Maxwell Alejandro Frost, who is quickly becoming very annoying to me, by the way. Not only is he a shitty vote, but he looks like The Weeknd's little brother with a court date. But we'll talk about him later. Frost, not The Weeknd. Congresswoman Jill Tokuda and Congressman Adam Schiff. That's right, creepy Adam Schiff. All right, so first off, what exactly is a zombie gun? To quote Frost directly, a zombie gun is exactly what it sounds like. It's a gun that should not be living. It shouldn't be able to operate. It shouldn't be in use, and it shouldn't be able to harm or claim another life. But it does. Did that clear it up for you? No? Okay, so let me translate that from emotional propaganda and into English. Basically, the left is just now finding out about parts kits. These things, the things that I've been buying for a decade now and using to rebuild guns. Yeah, I didn't know it. Apparently, I'm a zombie gun fanatic. A gun rebuilt from a parts kit belonging to a gun that was previously demilled for import is now a zombie gun. So, no shit, like half my fucking wall is zombie guns. Wouldn't all my guns be zombie guns? I mean, there's nothing behind me I wouldn't totally rock in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, other than maybe that one. All right, I'm back. I actually forgot to readjust my chair. I had lowered it because I was playing Helldivers, okay? Sometimes at the end of a rough day, you just want to spend half an hour saving Super Earth. But anyhow, for the uninitiated, parts kits are guns that have been cut up overseas for import into the US. Or at least that's what they are for the American market anyway. See, the ATF takes a gun and they choose one part to be the firearm, usually the receiver. Basically the biggest core component to a firearm that holds everything together that the gun can't function without. I think the current spec is that it has to be torch cut in 3 places, and usually they have to cut the barrel as well. So when people like me and my shop get a parts kit, we then have to demill it even further, take any usable components out of the demilled receiver and off the destroyed barrel and everything like that. We can then rebuild it here in the US with a new US-made receiver, a new barrel, rivet, press, or weld whatever was on the old one onto the new one, and there you have it. A new gun made from old parts. Things you would know how to do if you pursued your interest in gunsmithing and weapons technology over at sdi.edu using the links in the description and in the pinned comment. But yeah, you're taking a new receiver, the part that the ATF considers the gun, bought or manufactured legally, and you're using it to rebuild a once destroyed gun. Which is what makes this bill even funnier, because the bill wants to destroy guns that, by definition, were already destroyed. So that begs the question, destroyed how? As in to ATF spec? As in exactly how they were destroyed in the first place to become zombie guns? Well, as it turns out, the geniuses have an answer for that too. According to this bill, it would be a crime if you're demilling a firearm to demill it without destroying every single piece of the gun. Every piece, grip, bolt, screw. Which is also hilarious because, like, how the fuck do you verify that? Whatever. Better not have a stack of assault retainer clips lying around. Does that apply to, like, attachments and scopes too? Like, if I'm demilling a gun, which we've done occasionally, sometimes you fuck something up, it's beyond repair, you don't really want it on the books anymore, so you just cut it up, return it to a parts kit, right? So if I think there's a cool EO tech on a gun, and I take it off before I demill it, did I just commit a crime and I lose my license now? Oh yeah, because I forgot that part. If you're ever caught not fully demilling and destroying every single part of the firearm, this bill says you can lose your license. It's a great thing that they're going after the real guns that are causing problems in urban America, because the statistics that they brought to the table were really damning of how many of these zombie guns are being used in crimes across the country. Oh wait, they didn't have any data on that whatsoever, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're not. It's fucking not happening. You think hood rats are buying up surplus parts kit, demilling them and putting them back together in a machine shop? No, they're holding up liquor stores with high points. What the fuck? These people write the law. I mean, shit, the vast majority of this stuff, like, rifle kits, imported rifle kits and things. If you're looking at actual homicides, all rifle deaths, period, is like usually under 350 year by year. That not only includes assault rifles, AR-15s, AKs, whatever, that's like hunting rifles, bolt actions, 22s, that's everything all together under 350 every year. How many of those do you think are zombie guns? So yeah, they're gonna disrupt an entire industry to go after a specific portion of firearms that they have zero proof actually leads to death on a yearly basis. Like even one. But I guess it sounds scary if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
There are too many damn guns.
But I brought up something interesting there that I think goes a little bit deeper here into why this is actually being pushed forward. Because like a lot of the other gun bills that have been put forward, it really doesn't have any impact on crime. They're just trying to make it harder for FFLs, legal gun dealers, to actually do their job legally. Because it's not about making you safer, it's about going after the gun lobby and sticking it to them. I'll give you another example of that. One of the other congressmen that I mentioned pushing this bill earlier was Maxwell Frost, knockoff weekend. He's a radical anti-gunner from Florida who knows nothing about the firearms that he's trying to legislate, and I'll tell you why I'm looking forward to the opportunity to become his sleep paralysis demon in Congress. Maxwell currently has a couple of other bills that he's put forward. One of them specifically targets gun dealers. It's called the Prevent Illegal Gun Resales Act. How does it prevent illegal gun resales, you might ask? Well, I mean, it really fucking doesn't if you read it. For starters, it increases the licensing fees of legal gun dealers and adds extra requirements for federal firearms licensing, making them harder to obtain. So the first thing it does is make things harder for legal, law-abiding FFLs who have done literally nothing wrong. It also goes after other FFLs who've committed the cardinal sins of having a paperwork error in the last 3 years or having a firearm stolen. So if you're a law-abiding gun owner who's been a victim of a crime, here comes the big green weenie of government. All this to say, if the left can't get away with coming after your guns, they'll just come after where you get your guns from. Because at the end of the day, keeping you safe is second fiddle to safety theater that politicians love so much. Which is why it's important to hold them accountable, keep their feet to the fire, and make sure your representatives don't vote for shit like this. Because we know the Democrats will vote for stuff like this, but all they need is a couple of turncoat Republicans, and they can pass shit like this. Turncoats like Tony Gonzalez, for example, who has previously voted with Democrats on gun control. Well, we made it this far. Did you expect me not to go there? Jokes aside, that's why it's important to stay up to date on the new laws that are going through and what you can do to stay in the fight, supporting good groups like NAGR, the FPC, GOA, people like that. And seriously, I know people say it all the time, but contact your representatives. Let them know that if they vote for stuff like this, they're gonna have a real hard time in their next primary. They're gonna have to spend a lot more time, money, and energy next time it comes to being reelected, because you're gonna make sure they have to feel it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I know it's a little drier sometimes, but I think it's important to cover stuff like this. Range content is coming up soon. We have a video collab with Ballistic High Speed coming up this week, where we finally get to bust out the long-awaited gyrojet. We now have the best high-speed footage of the gyrojet ever recorded, and I can't wait to show you guys. We also recorded some high speed for a different gun out there that we've been talking about releasing a video on for a little while. Can you guess what it is? I'm super excited for all the content that's coming up. I appreciate you guys staying loyal, and I know I haven't been uploading as much as I would have wanted to lately. I've kind of had a few things going on, but I appreciate you guys being understanding. Love you guys. You're the best audience I could ever ask for. Thank you for staying all the way to the end of the video. And as always, I'll see you sexy YouTube mother lovers next time. Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon. Like Rasputin's rise to the top.
Thank you guys so much for... My computer got quiet for a minute. I got scared. No. I'm so close. No. Wait.